Hot Pony Rip in London. Hello there everyone and welcome to Opafed Gaming. You're listening to the Opafed. Today we are driving in Grid Legends and we're in a Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. We're in our pro season with our new career path racing for the Seneca Racing team. We're in a circuit racing event ripping through the streets of London. We're doing 5 laps and we started out 14th of 21. Now these 5 laps are, they're decent length, so they're going to take a little while to do, and that's okay because we're just going to take this race and enjoy ourselves and drive a nice clean race while we keep a close eye on the competition and seeing what they're going to do. We have to, like I always keep mentioning, watch the guys in front of you. Don't tailgate them too close in case they spin out, hit the wall, or hit another car, or whatever. It doesn't matter what they do. You want to make sure that they don't take you out as they leave the track. So that's one thing you got to remember, and in Grid Legends that happens off and on, so you got to be ready for it. In the meantime, not much of a strategy on this race because we do have so many laps. We've got 9 cars in front of us, and if we can pick off 2 or 3 per lap, we're going to be okay. We got a few nice straight sections like this where we can rip past a few, you know, and then of course you always got to remember too that going through some of these here back and forth snaking areas, you got to watch that the cars from behind you don't pass you when you're not paying attention. So we just finished our first lap, and like I said, they're not that long, you know, but not really short. They give you lots of time to develop some sort of a strategy, and like I said for myself, this particular race we're just going to enjoy it and pick off 1 or 2 cars per lap. And then that way, hopefully we'll end up number 1 at the end and take the podium for the Seneca Racing team. Now, when you're racing through these streets, one of the reasons I like to take it a little bit easier is because, you know, in races such as these, some are a little easier than others. When you're moving along here, whoa, like that, you gotta watch out for guys like that, that's for sure. Now, when you do come up against a race that's a little bit easier, like this one, now we got four more cars in front of us. It's still just under 3 laps and a little bit to go. We don't have to get too excited. What we're trying to do is drive a clean race. So if everybody is driving clean, you wait for a nice straight stretch and you pass them. But they don't always drive clean in front of you either. You know, sometimes they wobble back and forth, or they lose control a little, or they're a little erratic, a little chaotic. And when that happens, it's a little bit easier to get into an accident. So you want to stay away from that. And you can't stay behind them because then you can't win. So if a car is doing that in front of you, try to get by them as safely and as quickly as possible. Now here we are finishing our 2nd lap and we're starting the 3rd. So, you know, in no time at all here, we're going to be halfway through the race as we pick off another guy. Now we've only got 3 cars left in front of us. But like I always mention also in some of my races is that you can go and pass everybody and pass car number 1 and be in front. But if you can grab the lead, are you going to be able to hold on to it? That's the tough part. And in this particular race, these guys do not let up. They will keep coming at you right until the final whistle, or final flag, I suppose. So with that, having said that, you know, we gotta keep pushing it, like that little purple car there behind us. There he comes. See, they do not let up, and if they have an opportunity, they will pass you, and that's okay too, because it's all part of the race. You know, soon we're going to be finishing our 3rd lap here, and we'll only have 2 laps to go, and we're in 1st place. The Opafed's now leading, but like I said, don't count your chickens before they're hatched, because sometimes you only lead for a short period of time as we struggle and fight to get the lead back, because here comes that compass car. And he's going pretty good too, so we're just going to play with him a little bit, you know, because we got lots of time. So we're not going to get, but now when they go by you like that, why do they have to run into you? That's the part that I just don't understand. You know, they don't have to hit you. Oh, like there, he does it again. Little bumping and rubbing, I guess. So 4th lap here. Boy, I tell you, and now we're battling with these two guys, because now that they're back in front, they don't want to let me go back in front again. They want to keep me behind them. Oh, I think he lost the hood off of his car. Wow, that was kind of cool. Anyhow, this race is absolutely awesome. I really enjoyed racing this race, and we are now in racing for Seneca Racing, and we're in our pro season, which means that the races that we're going to get are going to get harder and harder as we go along. But we're going to continue on, and if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming races, hit that subscribe button, because they're going to get better. Or going to get better. They're going to get wilder and faster and harder, and you name it, it's going to be enjoyable, and I'm going to love driving it. Can't wait to do it. But first we got to finish this one. We can only progress a little bit at a time. I think it's time to get by this guy, because he's really starting to bother me, flipping back and forth like that. I really don't like it when they do that, because you never know what they're going to do, right? So as you get by him and you get in front of him, you still gotta keep it up, keep pushing, because he's gonna keep coming. So we're gonna push it a little bit harder and try and get past this black car here pretty quick, so we can get up in front and maybe build a little bit of a gap in between them and me. So when we come up around the corner here, we're gonna be coming up to the end of this lap, and that's when we're gonna go into the last lap. But like, as you can see in the rearview mirror, those guys are right behind you. They're not letting you go. So we figure, well, we'll go past this guy, and now we're gonna just push it a little bit while still maintaining optimal control, because we don't want to lose control now. Anything happens now and our race will be over, and we don't want that. We want to win this race now. We're second 1.6, 1.7 seconds ahead of the next guy, and we want to keep him there. We want to keep him behind us as we're ripping through these streets here. We're getting closer and closer to finishing off the lap. It's not going to take long now, and I don't think that the Opafet's going to give up the lead anymore. We've got a nice even whiz going here. We're ripping through, whizzing around the corners. They're not going to catch us. We're almost at the end. Really enjoyed racing this race. Boy, it was a lot of fun. I love driving the Mustang Shelby. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the race, and I hope to see you back here again real soon. You have a great rest of your day, and you've been racing with the Opafet.